Tears for Fears, Everybody Wants to Rule the World. This works great on acoustic or electric guitar. We have the riff, which is how the original song starts, and then basic open chords and a little bit of an open string riff to make it sound like the original. Let's have a quick demo of that right now so you can hear what we're going for. So I'll cover the picking riff a little bit later in this video, but the basic chords for the verse would be an A major to a G major. You know, welcome to your life, there's no turning back. But the way this is done by Kurt Smith is played just on strings 2, 3 and 4 and kind of plucking first of all at the 2nd fret and then to the open strings so that we keep the D note here as a pedal note. Now he actually does it with fingerstyle. Or you can do this with a pick and it does sound perhaps a little bit clearer with a pick, so it's up to you which you go for. And for the chorus we are going to be strumming, so if you're going to strum without a pick, just use your first finger, kind of the nail of your first finger. Just strum like that and you should be able to do it. But the notes wise, we've got fret 2 at strings 2 and 3, and it doesn't really matter what fingers you play that with, but I would go for the middle 2. So this is like an A major chord without the first finger. Plucking or strumming strings 2, 3 and 4. And then, just to start with, I would just go on the beat. And we're just plucking into the hand with those first 2 fingers and the thumb together initially. Together, together. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pluck, pluck. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or you could strum it if you prefer. Strum, strum. But we're only strumming string 4, 3 and 2. And then pluck string 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Welcome to your life. Welcome to your life. There's no turning back. Even while we sleep, we will find you is where we go to the chorus. Those chords for the chorus, as played again by Kurt, he plays E minor, then slides to an F sharp minor, which he plays like this, but you could play it as a bar chord. G major, back to the F sharp minor, and that takes us through. Acting on your best behavior, turn your back on Mother Nature. Everybody wants to rule the world. That's how he plays it. As an easier way, you could go E minor to D major over F sharp. And that gives us that F sharp, technically called a chord substitution, changing it for another chord basically. But that works great in acoustic guitar land. Then to a G and back to F sharp. So the easier way, and the way I might even prefer to play it to be honest, is E minor, acting on your D major over F sharp, best behavior. G major, back to that D major over F sharp. And then E minor, D over F sharp, G major, A major. And getting used to these sorts of run-ups and run-downs is just something we should get used to if you want to cover these kind of acoustic guitar songs. This one's actually in the key of D major. All the standard chords in the key of D major, D major, E minor. F sharp or D major over F sharp is common. G major, A major, and also B minor. No B minor in this song, but all the others are there. It's just standard, what we call chords in a key. And in this case, key of D major is what you want to be aware of. With that chord progression, I'd be using down, down, up, down, up. So a very common strumming pattern, but with swing. So down, down, up, down, up. Rather than da, 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 da. Rather than everything on a straight grid, we swing it. We move the up strums a little later. Da, 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 da. Failing that, just play on the beat, because the words actually fall pretty much on the beat on this one. So for example, acting on your best behavior, turn your back on Mother Nature. So if you are strumming and singing this for an open mic night or something, that would be a top tip. Just strum it on the beat, really. But if you can, down, down, up, down, up, gives it a little bit of rhythm. For example, I'll go for the other way of playing these chords, the intermediate way, really. So 2, 3, 4, down, down, up, down, up. And then just on the beat for that last bar, or last 2 bars, because we're changing every 2 beats on that one. So it's a whole bar, whole bar, whole bar, whole bar, and then 2 beats. I'm going to stick to the D over F sharp way from now on, because I do think that is the way that I would play it live and the way that I'd recommend for some people. Let's have a go at getting that far in the song, and then there's only one other section to learn before we go for the lead part. So ready from the top, nice and slow. That's all we're going for. 1, 2, 3, 4. Welcome to your life. There's no turning back. Even while we sleep, we will find you. Goes to E minor in 2, 3, 4. Acting on your D over F sharp behavior, turn your back on Mother Nature. Everybody wants to rule the world. It's the same as all of that again, but after everybody wants to rule the world the second time, we go for this other section, which just hits a G chord, D major, A major, and G. And this is the section that goes, there's a room where the light won't find you. So it's G major 2, 3, 4, mute, D, D, mute, A, A. There's a room where the light won't find you. Holding hands while the walls come tumbling down. The strumming's really weird with the lyrics there. That's not easy to do at the same time. If you struggle with singing and playing that one, again, just go in the beat or down, down, up, down. There's a room where the light won't find you. Holding hands while the walls come tumbling down. Easy peasy. Or down, down, up, down. The rhythm of the original recording, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 2, 3, 4, bam, 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 bam. Often with these, I would do a 1-finger A chord. If you haven't come across that way of playing an A chord, good example of where I would use it. And after that, it's just the chorus again. Really awesome song. Finally, we just go for that lead part, which is begins on the original recording with a slide up from the 3rd fret. And then we just have this repetition. So picking, we're setting up with the 1st finger at the 5th fret, 3rd finger at the 7th fret, and then the little finger goes down at the 7th fret, just behind that little finger. And we pick string 2 and 1 alternate. All the picking hand's going to do. So, and I'm using a down then an up pick, which is quite economical if you think about it. It's always moving in the direction of the next string, which is why we do that rather than 2 downs. Notice how my hand has to like move. It looks like it's moving twice as fast when I use 2 down picks, and that's because it is. Down, up, just alternately. And try and work that up to, you know, from this sort of speed to that sort of speed. And then we just add on that little finger. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's just a repetition of 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Just once. Twice. And with the slide up. You'll find a link to the tab, as always. The button for that is just below this video where it is on my website. Here's a couple of other songs that I think you'll really enjoy, and let me know what you thought of this video and how you get on with this song in the comments below.